Pencil.
If you're looking for one of those big time dopamine filled videos, I think you're probably in the wrong place. Feel free to click over here. By the way, my name's Grant. I'm a marine scientist here in Delaware, which is the United States. And my colleagues and I are about to go on a quick little 2-week trip out to the Potomac River, which is near Washington, D.C., to study unexploded bombs. This is actually the very end of this study, and we're going to be pulling out a ton of gear from the river, and hopefully not any actual unexploded munitions, UXO. So it'd be great to have you along with us. This one's going to be super chill, probably a little bit of explaining, but mostly just kind of sights and sounds fly on the wall. It'd be really great to have you along. We're going to get rolling here, but I just ate a banana this morning, so anything can happen. The update is, just put the boat in here at Occoquan Regional Park. Gotta get down to the marina, probably another mile or two down the river here. I've had already a total snafu of the GPS equipment, which we've kind of fixed, but it's still kind of acting up on us, so we'll see how that goes. I think this banana from this morning is really getting to me. We also I had to drill a hole in something back here on the side of the road today. Didn't film that because that would have been just completely a death wish. It's been a day already. Hopefully it gets better from here. We're headed to the marina. We're gonna continue some more testing of our equipment and make sure it's all set up correctly, and then we're going to mobilize everything for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be running our AUV, autonomous underwater vehicle, to clear the site, make sure there's no actual unexploded ordnance on the site that we're going to be pulling all this gear from, and then we're going to be also just getting side scan sonar and just general kind of mapping things of the riverbed on our field site so that we can commence our work that we need to do. It's already been a long day. It's already been a lot of stress-related things today, so definitely ready for some dinner. With everything set up, the next day was all about mapping a tiny piece of the riverbed with pretty much everything we had. We started off with an AUV survey to make sure that our instruments that we have to pull are still there, and to make sure that there are no actual munitions that might have been carried by the river into our worksite. Then we did a hull-mounted multi-beam sonar survey to get a better idea of the seabed's shape and type of sediment. Right now is that we're trying to play metal music as loud as we can until somebody notices back there. There's still a fully fledged conversation going on between Art and Cleo. They won't do anything, so we're gonna keep up with the whole. Still going. It's crazy. We managed to get all the pre-recovery mapping done in one long day. So just like that, we were headed back over the Bay Bridge for a short stint back home. Don't worry though, we are not done yet. This is just the prologue. After a quick 24 hours home, we're going back over to the Potomac River to finish up what we started the last couple days. We're taking this boat this time around. We're going to meet the rest of the crew over there in 2 days. We need the Daber here to be able to pick up some of the heavier equipment, like the instrument frames and lower down the elevator that we're going to have for the surrogate munitions that we need to pick up. So you'll see all of that. But first up, I've got 2 days of just running this boat over there with Evan. Hopefully he shows up too. Yeah, little wind coming up the bay, but hopefully it won't be too bad. We're going to get rolling. is day one of the second week. We're running some tandem operations with this boat and the Daber, which is the one that I just took over. So a little bit about this. It turns out on the Potomac River and on land and on a lot of other places, there are a ton of unexploded munitions or unexploded ordnance bombs that are from a combination of conflicts and testing, mostly testing around here. So the other problem, we kind of know where they are, but we don't know exactly where they are because they have been tested in one place, but they tend to move on the seabed, especially in flooding events and stuff like that. And so they are probably now in some other place that we don't really know. So what we're doing here is we're putting out lots of fake munitions and monitoring where they're moving. If they're moving places with river outflow and storms, or if they're burying themselves as well, we're monitoring circuit munitions, and we're also monitoring all of the environmental data, things like the winds and the waves, the currents, and salinity, all sorts of stuff like that. And we're helping the Navy put all of that into this huge model so that they can determine where these unexploded munitions are moving and how to best clean them up. So we're approaching the end of the study where all of those fake munitions are out here in the Potomac River moving around. Now we need to find them again and get the data back of how they moved, did they bury, all that stuff. So we're about to mark a bunch of spots and let the divers go down and recover a bunch of gear. Today's day 2 of week 2. Yesterday we made a ton of progress. We pulled basically everything to do with monitoring all of the little surrogate, the fake munitions that are down there, that we put down there. and all of the environmental stuff like the instrument frames and the 2 buoys that we had out there measuring like wind and waves and stuff. Today, and probably the next couple days, is just going to be putting a lot of markers down, like cinder blocks, for the commercial divers to go off of to search for the actual fake munitions themselves. There's probably like 25 or 30 of them, and the viz here is just nothing. It's horrific. So they're pretty much going by feel. It's really difficult for them to find them. So we might be here for a while. We're just going to be dropping cinder blocks and sitting on anchor and doing it all over again for probably 2 days here. So hopefully this goes well. Hopefully we're out of here in a respectable time frame. But for now, we're just setting cinder blocks and waiting.
On day 2, we decided that we could probably do everything from the Delaware so that we could send a few people back home to their families. Also, this weather is what dreams are made out of. So here it was about 70 degrees out, light breeze. We were all working for sure, but we were certainly enjoying just a gorgeous early fall day. It was really nice.
We've been pretty busy just marking down some more tags and things today. We got a bunch of the trackers that we're pulling, the tracked ammunitions, and then we've got the things that are tracking the ammunitions to pull as well. So we've been just laying down cinder block after cinder block. These guys, the divers, have been pulling up a bunch of things off the seabed. So things are going pretty well right now. It looks like we're gonna be out of here tomorrow. I gotta go.
And just like that, we managed to find and recover something like 40 pieces of instrumentation that we put down there for this study, plus another instrument from a previous study. So with that, Evan and I decided that it was definitely time to go home in one day, dark to dark.